Somebody jumped in real quick. Hi, y'all. I'm not going to be long, just a couple seconds, but then I'm coming back on to do a story. I just want to let you know what I want to inform y'all what's been going on and why I haven't been live. Okay. Oh, it has nothing to do with what's been going on, though. Okay. Let me just let that know. Let me just hit up a couple of my subs and let them know I'm live. The ones that constantly call me every single day, Monday through Sunday. I love it. They're very loyal to me. Oh, wow. Hi, Tracy. Good morning. Y'all came in here quick. Give me 1 second. I'm just hitting up a few of my subscribers to let them know I'm live. April McDonald. Good morning, April. I always love that name. Good morning, Ranu. Oh my God. I missed y'all so much. Cha Cha, good morning. Aw, y'all make me feel good. I'm happy to see y'all too. Y'all have no idea. I want to do uh, I'm not going to be on here that long because I got to cook for the hubby real fast. But I'm coming back on to do a story. And I promise y'all that. I give y'all my word. Unless y'all want to sit in here and wait for me, I'll be in and out real quick. But I want to tell y'all what's going on. And I do want a couple of y'all up here, if y'all don't mind. Because I want to hear what y'all have to say. I'm going to talk a little, but I want to hear what y'all have to say. Because that's important. But I always do that with y'all. But I'm going to start. It's 9 of y'all in the house. Okay? Let me just give the 9 shout outs. Hey, what's up, Tracy? Good morning. She says, hey, Jazz, with a smiley face. Good morning, beautiful. April McDonald, good morning. She got the prayers up with the doves. Love it. Ranu, good morning. Jelani Day, rest in peace. Their family, they're supposed to be church people, and church people aren't. Ooh, child. Let me hear it, Ranu. Church people aren't supposed to do things like that. Black Christians are constantly showing there's still some grimy energy in them. Yeah, we're going to talk about it, though. We're going to talk about it. Shonda Finals, good morning. Good morning, Shonda. Once again, Tracy and my girl Cha Cha, good morning. Ebony in the house, good morning, Ebony. Ranu, I'm okay. We're gonna talk about that though. It's 8 of y'all or 10 of y'all in here. Let's talk. First of all, I want to say I missed y'all. I always comment when I see y'all comments because I do take a day more than a day where I go on my channel and just reply to your comments and stuff. I always do that. Y'all know that. First of all, I want to say good morning, Brooklyn Squad. It's your girl Jay, and I'm back at it again to drop another video. But this one is a little different. So if you new, buckle in, get your coffee, your tea. If you drank, get your drink, your smoke, your cigarettes, your blunt, whatever. Sit back and enjoy the ride. And if you've been here for a minute, then you already know what's about to happen. And if you don't, then you might need to readjust and look at some more videos, okay? And please hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Cha Cha. Thank y'all, everybody. Oh my God. Y'all don't know. Y'all do mean a lot to me. I want to get right into it because I got a husband out there that wants to eat dinner early because he got to go to work at 2 in the morning. So we're going to get into it. Um, I want to tell y'all what's been going on, and then I want to go cook dinner and come back and do a video. Or do y'all rather me tell y'all what's going on, right? And like in a half an hour, go out there, make something real quick, come back and go walk out. Or y'all want me to stop the video and then come back? Y'all let me know what y'all want to do. Ranu says, that's why I don't mess with churches. I play guitars and I used to play for church, but as soon as the pastor told me he couldn't pay me anymore, I said, bye in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay. I used to go, well, we're going to talk about my church thing another time. Okay, so check this out. I want y'all to know that I know y'all have been hearing what's going on in the YouTube streets, or should I say the Facebook streets. I haven't been on here because I've been exhausted. It has nothing to do with what happened with me and the Day family. I've been exhausted. And I think what happened, you know what, it does have something to do with the Day family. Now that I'm thinking of it, because that shit tired me out. And if y'all know me, y'all know I'm loyal. I'm not a liar. And I keep it 100. Okay? They don't call me Brooklyn for nothing. Okay? One thing about me is I don't like a liar and I can't stand a thief. Because if you lie, you're stealing. If you steal, you lie. Okay? Another thing about me, I'm not religious, but I'm definitely spiritual. And I do have a God in my understanding. Okay? Who I call Jesus Christ. That's just my God. Okay? Everybody else got their own God. But yes, I grew up in church as well. And I do want to go back to church a little something, but I'm not a person that lives in church and tell y'all I'm church sanctified and I won't do this and I won't do that and they curse all y'all out. That's not me. Ranu says the only way I play guitar for a church for free every 2 weeks is if somebody's stripping from. I'm done right now. Take the clothes off in Jesus' name, amen. I know I can't with you. What's going on with you today, Rano? You funny as hell though. So I've been tired. Okay. What's going on is I am a YouTuber and a podcaster. A lot of y'all probably don't know I'm a podcaster now. A lot of y'all gotta send me your emails or hit me up on Messenger so I can send you my podcast. My podcast is called True Crimes, and it's what I talk about on here. Okay. CC in the house. CC, like, what is going on? Ranu talking about take your clothes off for stripper for Jesus, okay? And Ranu, sorry. Ranu, why are you apologizing, baby? I love the comedy. I love that. Don't ever apologize for what you're doing on this channel. Okay, you want them to strip in Jesus' name, then strip in Jesus' name. Okay. Okay, so here we go. So those of y'all that know me, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna be real honest. I don't cap. There's no lies. I don't need to lie. For what? So, since I'm a YouTuber, right? I want to first I want to say when the Day family came out, right? They asked for help. Okay. They didn't restrict anything that says don't talk to this one, don't talk to this one, and don't talk to this one. They never said that. They asked for help. They said, please, we need help. Call the police stations, call the feds, the FBI, call this, call that. Help, help. When I hear the word help, everybody getting questioned. Everybody. I don't care who it is. It could be your grandmother in a wheelchair. I want to talk to everybody. Because if it's me, right, and something was like that, thank God it hasn't. But if something ever was to happen like that in my case, and if I'm telling y'all, I need y'all help, Brooklyn Squad, I want y'all to talk to every freaking body. Nobody is off limits. I don't care if they're my friends. I ask y'all for help, Brooklyn Squad. That means y'all talk to her, the pastor, her, him, sister in the wheelchair, your mama that ain't got no eyes, everybody. Talk to everybody. I don't care. But I'm different, I guess. Okay? But when I hear help, I'm going to do my job. I'm not a stalker, and I ain't never harassed that family. And y'all know that. Come on now. I did an interview with Ariel Davis on my channel. I followed the Day family when I found out, and I'm bringing the order way back now, and then I'm going to bring it to what happened this time. Because I'm being called a stupid bitch. I'm being called fat. I'm being called illiterate. I'm being called, I talk about sex positions on my YouTube channel to y'all. You know YouTube don't play that shit. And my credit report was outed on social media. So let's talk about it. December something around November. Whenever whenever um whenever Stay Dangerous did that interview with the guy from the weed spot for Jelani, that's when I first found out about Jelani Day. Thank God, shout out to Stay Dangerous and Miss V. Okay? That's when I found out about Jelani Day. And when he did the interview, it blew me away because I'm new at the YouTube thing. And I was like, wow, you could really do interviews on people like that? And I was like, this is a murder case or a missing case. So that was big for me. I mean, shit, I looked at Stay Dangerous like he was big boy. Because he do an interview. This is a big case. At the time it wasn't, but it becomes something now. Okay. So I was interested because I'm learning from people. I'm learning from Stay Dangerous. I'm learning from Miss V. Miss V, make it go viral. I'm learning. So I was like, oh my gosh, this Jelani guy. And what caught me good too, not only the interview, but what Brandon Monaco and them was saying in the interview. I said right there that something ain't right. Something ain't right. So I started looking into it, right? I didn't go deep, but I found out who the family was. I mistake another person for Jelani's father, right? But what I did was I reached out to Carmen Day, which is the mother. I reached out to I never spoke to Zaina before. I reached out to Carmen at the time. I reached out to one of the brothers, which is Sev, and one of the other cousins I reached out to, right? And I said, I'm so sorry from your loss. I'm just now hearing about this, but I'm a small YouTuber and I have talked about this on my channel and we are praying for you. Okay, we are praying for you. That's it. All three of those people, Jelani's mother, Jelani's brother Seb, and one of Jelani's cousins, can't remember what cousin was. They never said nothing. They never replied. So I went, what up, Stay Dangerous? That's what I'm talking about. I'm listening to you, sis. Y'all say prayers for me and my family in name of my mama who was killed May 11, 2022. Thank you. Also, I was going to get to that. Say Dangerous in the building. Please give him a shout out right now. Y'all should have already been hitting him up anyway. But I've been trying to call you twice, Stay Dangerous. But I also heard that you was doing a little something. You was busy, which is a blessing. But I know you probably saw me call you. But I was staying in contact with your boy. Maestro in the house. We got to talk about his YouTube channel too. What? But we're going to get into that. But yes, Stay Dangerous' mother was killed on May 11th of this year. I talked about that in my podcast. And I did a small little segment on here. Actually, we did. I talked about it here when I got off the phone with Stay Dangerous. I immediately came here. Then we did a small segment with me, Miss V, and CC. And then I went on my podcast. So I have been talking about this. Oh, also Stay Dangerous. Certain people in the discussion group on Facebook have told me to tell you they are praying for you. One is T. Johnson. And another one is another young lady. I forgot her name, but I was talking to her. But they said they are praying for you. We love you, Stay Dangerous. Yes, we do love some Stay Dangerous. Stop playing. We love him. Okay? I was busy planning a funeral. I figured you was. I figured, baby. I figured. I just wanted to let you know I'm here for you. And I've been thinking about you. Okay? Thanks for all your prayers and events. So, yeah. Oh, Ranika, there she go. Girl, you know I couldn't remember your name. I'm sitting up here like, okay, stay dangerous. T. Johnson said to tell you they praying for you and someone else. And it's Ranika. Boom, she right here. Look how God works. Ranika Nicholas. She also told me to tell you she's praying for you. Stay dangerous. T. Johnson and Ranika. I gotta cannot get that girl's name right. Ranika, right? Ranika. Because me and her was for hours on the phone. It was so dope. I'm really hurting right now. So the live is wonderful. Okay, babe. We got you. We got you. We got you. You getting, we got love, stay dangerous. Debbie, hey, babe. I'm so glad Stay Dangerous is here because I've been trying to reach him, but he was praying for his funeral. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard he was busy, I said, thank God. Because I know you stay busy, kind of, that's a good thing sometimes. Me, I isolate, you know? Good morning, fam. Good morning, Cheryl. Girl, Cheryl Nation. I love what the video you did on Daniel. I was in it yesterday, girl. The whole thing was wow, point on. Brooklyn chat, stay dangerous. Yes. So let me finish. Yes, we praying for you, stay dangerous. Let me finish telling y'all because I can't be on here long. Like I said, I got to cook for a man out there because he got to get to work at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I do want to, or I could just leave y'all chilling up here, go do what I got to do and come back. Whatever. Y'all in here anyway. I might as well leave the live open. Some of y'all could come up on my platform and keep the discussion going. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it open. But let me finish telling y'all. So, okay. Now, y'all know I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. All right. I've been called a stalker. I've been called a fat bitch. Excuse my language. I've been called harassing him. I've been called don't know how to spell right, which I probably don't. Okay. I also been called a fake ass reporter and a stupid bitch. Okay. And we gotta stay dangerous in the house. Hey, boo.
Hello.
What up?
How's everybody doing? I've been kind of following a little bit, so I've been in and out. I ain't been on social media much, but I did want to show my face and appreciate, and I want to thank everybody who has sent their love and their condolences out to my family.
Mm.
What I did say today, I made a decision today to come back to YouTube because a lot of times we have a lot of genuine people that we don't even know, that we've never touched, that we've never met in person. But the genuinism comes through their texts, through their support.
Yeah.
And I look at them as a family. So no, I came to the conclusion today. I was like, well, how can I look at someone as family and I don't tell them what's going on with the family? Until I find out the details 100% from the toxicology report. Someone killed my mother, and I'm standing on it. It's been kind of hard for me to talk about it because the talking about it brings up the mental awareness and the mental health issue that I have dealing with. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the most thing I can tell anybody is y'all still have y'all mom and dad here, no matter what the circumstances are. Apologize to them for yourself because at the end of the day, like, nothing is more important than family. And then another thing I say is you never know when somebody is gonna be gone. So I always say, why put off today what we can do tomorrow? I mean, why put off tomorrow what we can do today? And the reason why I say that because tomorrow is not promised to none of us. One day you're here, the next day you're gone. And with that being said, I'm able to talk about this now. And so we won't be clickbait. I didn't like the description that you put. I know you're a little angry with the Day family. I've been following all of this. Anytime there's something wrong with one of my people, you my people, Mr. Dad. You know, I rock with you. So anytime there's something wrong, I feel it. And so with that being said, I feel what you're going through with them. And the thing that they don't like about you is you're relentless. You're relentless into what you're doing. You're new at what you're doing, and you're very eager to help. And sometimes us trying to be a help we're being a hindrance at times. That's why I said if I'm not helping you, I'm hurting. And so I don't like that you say that the family wants you dead because they didn't want their son dead. So I didn't like that title, but that's your show. I know you feel how you feel, but the one thing I can tell you, Miss Brooklyn, is if you recognize it, you begin to energize. And the energy that you're giving this, you're losing the energy from what you're really trying to do. So when you go back to really trying to be a help again, the energy that you dissolve in recognizing this whole situation. See, when I saw those messages between you and the daughter, it's a bunch of tit for tat. They're angry because they lost their brother. They angry because they lost their family. And now I know how they feel. I just lost my mother the same kind of way. And the people think that they're gonna get away with it. And it's not, it's crazy how I went from speaking about Jelani Day to now I'm finna be speaking about my mom in the same kind of situation. In the same kind of situation. And I'm not afraid to bring it to the family because the haters gonna take it and the family gonna take it. It's always gonna be like that in every situation. And the reason why I'm not afraid to tell y'all, because y'all, I didn't tell nobody that my mom died. I reached out to Miss Jasmine and Miss V. So in the YouTube community, that was all I told y'all too. But in the world, I didn't tell nobody. I didn't call nobody and say, hey, my mama gone. But tell me why the day my mama died and the next day, I got 100 calls from people all across this world. I got people in Memphis call me. I got people in LA call me. I got people in Oklahoma call me. I got people all across this world that call me and say, hey, man, I heard about your mom. And I'm saying, hold up. How did you hear about my mama? And I didn't even, well, such and such posted it on Facebook. And now it's out there. And I'm like, wow, I didn't even know that. So with that being said, like, I'm not afraid to talk to y'all about what happened and what's about to happen, because I've come to odds. One or two things can happen with this. Either I can spin the block and look for the person who did this to my mama, because now I know who it is, or I can let the law uphold and do their job. And that's the line I'm caught on, because my mom dead here. So is prison time gonna be enough for my mama's death? Or do I send something at their life? And I don't want to kill them. I don't want to kill nobody. But at the end of the day, now y'all see where mental health issues come in at, because I'm torn between the fine line between take them home, send them home and put them up the way they put my mama up, or either put them up in prison for the rest of their life. And ain't nothing you can tell me if you ain't never lost your mama at the hands of nobody. So until you lost your son at the hands of whoever did that to Jelani, you wouldn't know how they feel. I mean, it's so much other stuff that they have to deal with. Let's not be a burden trying to be a help. We started this to be a help, Ms. Jasmine, not to be a burden to nobody, not to get into it with nobody. Stop recognizing the stuff that you then have to energize. Because when you recognize, you energize. Every time you recognize something, even if it's just a hater, if you recognize that hater, now you're giving that hater the same energy that you didn't want to use. You now when you're trying to come to your soul, you telling us you're tired. I'm exhausted. I put a lot in this. I've lost a lot of energy to what's going on with the Day family. And now you saying they want you dead. Man, those people don't want you dead.
Well, I was threatened. I was threatened. So that's why I said that.
Oh, I don't know. I don't.
I wouldn't say that for no reason. Stay dangerous.
But I don't know. I went through enough. So when I watched this situation, I was like, wow. I read the messages between you and her, and I read what everybody else had to say as well. And my problem with this is it's a bunch of tit for tat. It's a bunch of back and forth. And it's just a bunch of just straight dry hatred when it's not even supposed to be that way. So if you were threatened, my hands in the air, because you know that's hard. That's a hard one. I mean, it's just like,
one thing about me, I don't have to come up here and lie. If I started not to post that part, though, I did. I thought about it.
Yeah, I just wish you would have used something a little bit less
Yeah.
I mean, you know, because somebody threaten your life, you want to bring it to people's attention. So if anything do happen to you, we can go look for the people that did this. But at the end of the day, like it's like, wow, it's gotten the back and forth and the other things have gotten that bad to where now they're
And
threatening your life.
it shouldn't be
I'm gonna
though.
let you speak on it. I'm gonna let you speak on it because I don't have because you're not gonna play with my life. If they threaten my life, they're gonna have a hard time. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm going through so much and I got a lot of anger. I'm asking anybody that feel like they want to step in my way, please don't. Because the state of mind I'm in right now, I'm gonna run you off, like straight up. And I don't care who you will. Like real talk. I mean, I'm just not one of them. I'm cut from a different cloth. You're not gonna threaten me on social media. You're not gonna play with me. You're not. So I understand that my hands in the air when it comes to it. Like I understand. I feel for you in that situation. I just didn't think that the bickering and the back and forth would come to this. That's what bickering and back and forth does though. It escalates. And then look how much more energy you have to put in. So from now on, stop recognizing stuff that you may have to I'm sorry that happened to you. You know,
Okay.
I just don't get it.
I'm gonna tell what happened.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell what happened. That's why I came on here. you know, to just explain a little bit about what happened and then come back later and do, I'm not gonna stay on the topic of it, you know what I'm saying? Um, I'm just gonna, oh, what happened? The device is not connected. Oh, something happened to his device is not connected. He'll come back. All right, there you go. there you go.
Yeah, my
Okay.
fault. I gotta answer some text messages real fast, but I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
Oh, um, yeah, I'm not gonna stay on it. I got some good advice from Maestro the last couple of days, and I'm really appreciated for that. So I'm gonna take that advice. I'm not gonna stay on this topic. I'm gonna talk about it and whatever, and then move to something else. So, like I was said, I've never stalked. I feel like I've never stalked the family. I don't feel like I harassed the family for months or whatever. Like I said, I first heard about this when Stay Dangerous did the interview with Beyond Hello. I call it the Wee Spot. CC's in the house at the with the guy from the Wee Spot, and I thought it was interesting because I was very new at that time. So I was like, holy crap, he's doing an interview with this guy. Wow. So I checked it out, and then I looked into it, and then I hit up Miss Carmen, Sev, and like I said, a nephew. And I said, I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm just finding out about this. My prayers are going up to you. That was it. They didn't say nothing. I figured, you know what? They're going through a lot at the time. But I'm always praying for those. So then I hit them up again and I said, something happened during that time. Nothing negative, but I forgot what it was. But I said, I'm still praying for you. We're all out here praying for you, and I hope you get justice for your son Jelani. Because at that time I was like looking into it more. And what really got me with the whole Jelani thing is he was a doctor. He was smart, handsome. He wasn't a game banger. He wasn't a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? Like he had stuff going for himself. You know what I mean? So I was like, damn, that's real messed up. So me and what's this girl's name? Ariel Davis. Me and her started talking in January. Okay, like the middle of January, I would say. And she said, thank you for your prayers. I appreciate it. My family is grateful. So me and her just kept talking back and forth, back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back, you know. And I didn't ask her for an interview until like way later. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what? Maybe she'll want to come on the channel. So I asked her. She was like, sure. So yeah, I know we did that interview. So much respect for y'all for the conversation of how y'all thought y'all paying you talked about it. So we did the interview and everything. Y'all know what happened with the interview. I took it down respectfully for the family. They felt like it wasn't proper enough. It could have been better or whatever. I'm trying to hold this thing up. So okay, I took it down. Been talking to the uncle, Carmen's brother, a little bit back and forth, no drama, nothing. You know what I mean? So then I started hearing, I started seeing, I'm gonna speak for myself. When Jelani passed away, I didn't see Sev say a damn thing. Okay. Yeah, I've heard other people say the thing. We was all wondering why he didn't say nothing. Because when his father passed away, he was singing Kanui, okay, like a journal, okay. So I thought about it, months went by, whatever, whatever thing was. His father passed away, and I was like, you know what? Start messing with my Twitter account. Not a Twitter fan, but somebody was like, we should go on Twitter because a lot of people don't know about the Jelani Day case. So put it on Twitter, and that's where Twitter is at, and TikTok. TikTok, they know about you. Like Jelani's all over TikTok, which is good. So when I went on Twitter, I noticed, okay, some people do know about the Jelani Day case because I seen Seb was on there and the other brother was on there. I didn't see Carmen or nobody. I just seen them. And I was like, oh, okay, so people do know. Because I know we was like, well, where's Jelani friends at? No one said anything. No one stepped up. Well, they're on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? That's who I found out. So most of them are on Twitter. I don't know if they was friends from the brother or they was his friends, what he knew. I don't know. But they're on Twitter. So I went on Seb's page, and you know what? Thinking about this, maybe I'll say my wrong. I don't have a problem. I don't care. Maybe I should have never said what I said, but I said it and it's done. And I apologize. But let me tell you what I said. I said to Sev, I'm so sorry for your loss. I said, I noticed that you posted a lot about your father. I could see that by you posting, you was really close to your dad. But how come nothing about Jelani? That's what I said. So I got these messages. F you, you fat bitch. Wait till I see you. You're done. I'm gonna fuck you up. It was a lot of chaos, right? So I'm thinking it's the because I know they have a gay son, a gay brother. I'm thinking it's him that's going off like this, right? So I went in and I private message. Well, I thought it was a private message, but it wasn't. And I was asking them like, why y'all even disrespecting me like that? Like, calling me names and stuff. And Seb was like, when did I call your name? So and I'm getting the two brothers a little mixed up, right? So then anyway, make a long story short, I found out it was Zaina that was saying all these things. So I was like, oh wow, they got another sister? You know what I'm saying? Because I know the other sister, the short, little chubby one, the one with the long hair. I didn't know they had a sister named Zaina. But anyway, so yeah, I went back and forth with her a little bit. And she felt like I've been stalking her for months on Twitter, which I just got my Twitter account. And I was harassing them and stuff, which I don't know. If you guys see that, tell me. Maybe I'm not seeing something else there. I don't feel like I was harassing them. I feel like I'm eager. I never asked the parents anything or the family any questions about Jelani after the whole interview and stuff, and the family, the cousin, they don't want to do interviews with YouTubers or whatever. So I reached out to friends, and if there's a problem with that, please let me know. Because, like I said, I don't see a problem with it. But if you guys see it, and maybe I don't see it, say, Jasmine,
It's
like
not a problem. You got you
that's
got
a
you you got you got freedom of speech. You can do what you want to do. You got your own rights. But the thing is, I want to say with you, like I've been telling you from the very beginning, you're very relentless and persistent. And a lot of people do not like relentless and persistent at the same time. And
okay.
like that's like saying, hey, we don't want to do an interview with you, and then you reach out to my homeboy to ask him the same things that you was gonna ask me, and then my homeboy called like, hey man, this YouTuber called me asking questions. It seems like a messy reporter at this certain point. You know what I'm saying?
Got
So
you.
it's like you
Okay.
got to. That's why I said everybody not as tough skinned as you. And like you said from the very beginning of this, they don't call you Brooklyn for nothing. Y'all hard out there. It's a different exterior. You know what I'm saying? Then I feel that me and my partner Ben said that about you. Like you go hard. Like you one of them, and they don't. And it's a lot of people that's not like you. It's not a
Got
lot.
you.
It's not a lot of people that's relentless like that into stuff. They ask a question and somebody don't answer them. They just don't ask that question to nobody else. You ask the question, somebody don't answer you. You gonna call our uncle to ask. You gonna go over our head, and that's what it make it seem like it's doing to them. Like we already told her we don't want to talk to her. Now she reaching out to our people. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Okay.
that, but at
Okay.
the end of the day, that's what you do. What you doing is your job.
and you good at it. So don't stop being good at something that you do because these people allowing you to give your energy to something that you shouldn't have never recognized. Do your job, let it be. I see people talking about me all the time in that group and stuff, but I never say nothing about it. I never, because when you say something about it, you give them the energy. You if somebody wanted to be noticed and they wasn't a noticeable person, you just blew them up. You just made them a noticeable person. I mean, you made them. People. If you don't make yourself accessible to something and that you recognize and you gave energy to, they won't be able to come back for you. It'll make them sound stupid because you never even recognized it and gave it the energy that they know that they need to keep it going.
That's true.
It's sad to say that you have to go through this because you are just trying to help. But that everybody don't look at it like that. They think, oh, now she trying to get too far in the business. And and the way that some of them, I'm gonna say this from both sides, not just you, but the way that some of them dealt with it. I didn't agree with it. I felt like we all adults in this. If we got to talk to each other like kids on social media, we need to call a meeting and everybody fly and get to one place and we have a meeting at like a conference room at a motel room and then do it like that and let everybody know, because I don't feel much adult when I'm doing something on social media. I don't. I feel real kiddie like. That's why I have to like pop in and show my face, because it's giving y'all the understanding that I don't care. I'm showing my face, so I want you to catch me in public and play with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that dude that's gonna play back with you. We're not gonna do that. Like, we move different. So you might not ever see me in public because I don't make myself accessible to people like that. And if you do see me in public, my security will knock your ass out. You fuck with me. That's just how it is. Like that's why I don't play with people, because you see, if you can make people this angry and you never had any physical hold on them, you never touched them, you never said nothing about none of their parents or nothing. You never disrespected them in no way, shape, form, or fashion, and they coming at you like this. That just means leave it alone, because somebody don't want your help. That's how I look at it. If they come at me and I'm just trying to help, and I'm a simple YouTuber and I ain't even out there where you at. How is it that nothing I ever did as a YouTuber got a comment from Miss Day, but the negative stuff that you have a situation going on, she commenting all over? I never did get that. For the life of me, somebody make me understand. Somebody been saying stuff all this time, and I never got any type of comment or threat or nobody feeling some type of way or none of that. I got a few slick comments thinking I wasn't paying attention, but then I didn't even energize. So you see what those people did? They faded off with the wind.
Right.
They don't have nothing to say now. They quiet. You're a rat pissing on cat now. Because at the end of the day, when you don't fuel that energy, when you don't give it that energy and you don't fuel them, see, sometimes people will say stuff to you just so you can say something back to them. How many stars do you think go through that on a day-to-day basis? See, now we are what you call YouTube celebrity. In my head, I'm a celebrity. So when people approach me, you can't approach me like I'm a normal person, because I'm not going to handle you like a normal person if you approach me with authority. I'm going to make sure that you know I got security and they're going to beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. And you won't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? So stop fueling your stuff. You worrying about the wrong things. See, that's how the devil is. He'll make you put up a title like this to stop you from putting up a title, just Jelani Day, let's talk about this and get this solved. Because there's somebody out there that want to tell what happened. And they want to tell one of us, but they looking for the right one to talk to. That's how I feel like Brandon Monaco them I already have. Think about it. They didn't come to me. I mean, I didn't come to them. They
came to you, right? That's right.
So everything that you're going through right now is coming to you for what you're trying to do for them. And you see what you get?
It's okay.
So at the end, just ease down a little bit, step back, and play your part in the backfield. Sometimes we have to step back to see everything from a different perspective. Because what you did, you critique yourself and you what's the word for it? Like you basically second guess yourself by saying, y'all, I don't know. If I did, y'all tell me. Anytime you have to do that, then you may recognize that you may have made a mistake somewhere and that you want to go back and reinvert. But never let nobody tell you about your mistakes. Because I'm not telling you about your mistakes. I'm telling you about mine. See, the thing is, anytime I've made a mistake as a creator, I've ran into humps and hurdles and different things that I had to learn how to go over or go around, or sometimes just go through. This is what you have to go through. See, as a YouTuber, I would use this as energy to get people to come to my show. For the simple fact, if it came to you like that, it came to you like that. So get your subscribers up on the fact that they hating on you, on the fact that you just trying to help, on the fact that people see you just trying to help genuinely, and they got all this bad stuff to say about you. And how is it that I said a bunch of stuff about Sel? I said publicly that I didn't like the man. But I ain't getting no life threats because I know some people know who to come at. They know who to play with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They know who to play with that stuff. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with all the stuff. If you with the smoke, I'm with it too. Guess what? No, but the thing is, we don't even have to do all that because we was just trying to help. So if we said anything that was out of order, we don't need to elevate that. It doesn't need to elevate from here. I feel like after you get through with this show, you should delete the footage of this. Keep it for yourself, because at least change the title. You don't have to delete the video. I'm gonna do that.
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
But change the title, because that's what I said as a friend. As somebody that's being messy, I'm gonna come in and be right with you. Yeah, girl, they want you dead. Nah, but as a friend, I'm gonna come in and say, nah, that's not the way. That's not the way to approach it.
Thank you.
She's been a woman about this the whole time. Don't make Miss Day have to come outside of her character. Still keep in mind what we set out to do. We set out to help this lady, and if she don't want your help, cool. Okay. But that don't mean that everybody else don't want your help. Right. That don't mean that you still can't talk about this. But just put some respect on their name and understand that you want them to put respect on your name, and it ain't gonna be no threats. No weapon formed against none of us shall prosper. Yes, and you have to understand that people feel a little angry, so they make threats. They make threats over the internet. So that ain't nothing but a bunch of studio talk. Somebody fingers texting behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? A threat to me is when they in my face with that, then that's a threat. But you know, at the end of the day, you can say what you want to say. People have the right to say that what they want to say, but you're not gonna play with me, and you're gonna put some respect on my name and understand that now that I've lost my mother, I totally understand how Miss Day feels from just losing somebody's standing point perspective, and the way that my mom left this earth for me. Ooh. So I can imagine what she's going through now. As a matter of fact, I don't have to imagine what she's going through. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't my sibling, it was my mom. And it was her son. So we kind of got to look at, we don't want to lose sight of helping nobody, but we don't want to make no enemies from this. You're a new YouTuber, you're trying to gain subscribers. You don't want to start off with however you start is the way you end. And keep that in mind. And stop focusing on what people say. Because when you worry about what people say, you lose sight of what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about what people say. Don't make what people say important. Because, you know, they talked about Jesus. Mm-hmm. Real, I mean, it's just they don't like your relentless, your approach. Your approach sometimes may be a little hard because you're hard. You're a hard woman. You strong. See, a lot of times people can't resonate with the strongness if they ain't come from the same area. Right. Now another Brooklyn person or somebody else that came from what you come from will understand what you saying just perfect. I come from the gut, from the mud, so I know exactly what you're saying. You just want to help. So the title came out of anger, but go cook that man a meal, come back on and re-introvert. That's all I can tell you. No,
I just want to say something.
Our time is over with. Yeah, go get that man his meal before he go to work. You know, so he can get.
Yeah, I'm
gotta take care of the house first, and then you come back and you take care of us.
Right, but
I love you though. Anything that I can tell you.
The stuff on
anything I can tell you is out of love.
That's dead. Like I'm not even gonna energize that no more. But you put my information out there as a problem. You just don't forget something.
Yeah, like now this what I did say. I mean, the law, that's against the law. That's slander. That's defamation of character. You can't really do that like that. That's against the law for them to do that. I don't know what they were thinking if somebody did that to you, but that's messed up, man. I don't agree with none of the stuff that's going on. I
Somebody,
just think we
somebody
should all
put
be
your
able to find a
information
common
out
interest,
there.
and the common interest
Yeah,
is
my
Jelani.
credit report.
Through the bickering and the arguing, we lose sight of that. But
Yeah.
you need to do what you need to do because they're not gonna play with me like that. I can't even get
Oh,
mad
I
at you
did already.
upholding the law. If
I
you
already
uphold the
spoke
law,
to.
get a lawyer. Yeah,
I did that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Real talk.
I went to the
Yeah,
police
I ain't mad
station.
at
I
you.
spoke to my lawyer.
Yeah,
Everything, but we'll talk about that.
yeah, well, yeah. For sure,
Yeah.
just go
That's.
take care of that man, and you do what you
Do
got to
y'all want
do.
to
And
stay on
CC,
here?
how you doing? How
You
you
good?
doing,
And
CC? How you doing,
again,
baby girl?
Y'all good
hey,
right now?
Jay, you know
All
what?
right, now I'm gonna
Before I
leave y'all
just
up here.
Dre, Brooklyn.
No, no,
Well,
no,
I'll
no,
just
no,
say it
no,
in
no.
general.
Brooklyn,
Yes, you
Brooklyn,
gotta go.
Brooklyn, Brooklyn. No,
What?
don't do not leave us here. Do not leave us here. I want her to end
Why?
the show. I want you to end the show. That's not proper protocol. Do not leave while you go and take care of
Go back
personal
and come
business.
back.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
End the
okay.
show, and then
I
we'll
didn't
come
cut.
back
Let's
and you
cut
come
real
back
quick
because I'm gonna
though.
come back later on tonight. We're gonna talk a little bit about what happened to my mother. Real talk.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. We need to do that.
So y'all tune in.
I was
Y'all
just,
tune in about 8 o'clock tonight on the Stay Dangerous show, and we're gonna talk the first part of what happened to my mother
Mm.
and what's going on with me right now. I'm just bringing y'all the part as family. So y'all tune in for that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are
I
gonna. We
wanted
definitely
to
have to
say
do
something
that.
real
Go
quick,
ahead,
Brooklyn. I
CC.
wanted to say
I
something
got
really
a
quick.
couple more minutes.
Okay,
Go
look,
ahead.
again, Kristen Smart, Chris Lambert. I look at you guys like Chris Lambert. He was just a guy from the small town area where this Cal Poly student, Kristen Smart, disappeared. And there were a number of people like yourselves that came into the area, that lived in the area, that said, what's really going on? And people started giving them information, coming to them, emailing them, calling them. And Chris went to hang out with the family. The family let people in. And when they decided not to let people near, they shut down. Okay, and they got lawyers and they sued the guy's family, that the last guy that was seen with her, and they got really, really, really real with the whole thing, but they never put people down for helping.
Mm-hmm.
That truly wanted to help. They never did that. And people are going to ask why. A good reporter, a good investigator, huh, the police ain't doing what they supposed to do. At least it looks like that, and they getting up on the news, laughing and mocking, and
Mm-hmm.
so that's to make the podcasters even more wondering why, and they're gonna be like Chris Lambert. They're gonna be calling a Chris Lambert like you and Stay, and they're gonna be giving everything that they got. They got people coming from high school, from junior high, from elementary school on that guy that was last seen with Kristen Smart. They got his whole dossier of who he is up everywhere. Okay, that he tried to attack a girl in a pool when they was in junior high. He's got a
Wow.
whole line of history of attacking women. Okay? So this is what has to happen. Okay? Why is it that the family is having a fit about you just trying to get to the truth? Is that what's happening for the police that are honest? Are they meeting a roadblock?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the more roadblocks you throw up, you going like maybe you had something to do with it. It's just what is. The facts are the facts, and that's what happens in a good
Mm-hmm.
courtroom. Everything's gonna come forward, and that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. And
It's
say
okay.
I couldn't even get in touch with what your situation. That's why you haven't heard from me, because it hurts me, because you trusted me. You put me as a moderator, so I am hurting, and that's why I haven't said much, because that's the way I deal sometimes with stress, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
like what I am hearing about your mom. Even though I just shut down, stay. So forgive me, because I
It's
care about
okay.
your person, your family, and I because you trusted me, and I don't take that lightly. So know that deep in my heart, stay that I am there. I
Mm-hmm.
just couldn't get in touch with someone who valued me, and they lost somebody like that, and it could be tied to them people that did that to Jelani, possibly allegedly. So I'm really angry. So it's like I
Mm.
couldn't say much, okay? But I'm gonna leave you guys so that she can handle her household and just stay dangerous is what I love. Stay dangerous, keep your head on a swivel. There's so much going out here in these streets that
Oof.
Houston is a
Ugh.
mess. I don't even know what they think they're doing down there. How many missing
Mhm.
girls? Let me just be
Oof.
quiet because it really is bad. It's really bad in areas of our country right now. What's going on?
Yeah. Wow. There's a lot of missing persons, though. I know that. And we are gonna get to that later also. I think it's what is it, Felicia? That's the one who went to the club, right?
Oh,
CC?
she's just one. She's just one.
Right. I
Houston is
saw
up.
some, so I was on one of my friends' channels yesterday, and oh my god, it was amazing. Like she had so many good points. The lady who was on my channel before. But it's a lot of missing people. So many.
And young black women and
Yes.
some young
Yes.
black men. What is going on?
Even crazy
What is
stories.
it? What is it?
The,
The
the,
like the girl had a kid. The kid. There's TikTok murders going on. What
I was
is
gonna talk
going
about that.
on?
Mm-hmm.
One
I
after
was gonna talk
the
about
other,
that.
after the
So
other,
I'm gonna tell
after
you
the
something.
other.
I'm gonna tell y'all something as female, as a man to y'all female, especially the younger community. The older women kind of have this a little bit more experience through experience. Some of y'all have had a life where y'all ain't never have too many abusive situations. But I haven't met a woman today that hasn't had an abusive man at some point in her life,
I know I
even
did.
if it was in her, even if it was in her younger years.
Mhm.
The what I'm seeing now is a lot of disregard for black women's life through black men. Uh,
Mhm.
like with Kiara Cole's that situation with you know the baby daddy shooting the woman at the gas station
Oh,
and all of that stuff. It's taking a play into the minds of what's really going on across this world. A lot of these women are being taken for granted, and now also for the younger girls that I can say they don't know how to talk to some of these boys. These boys
mhm.
want to be talked to like a man, and they don't realize that they haven't reached that level yet. And some of these boys are just
That's real talk right there. That's real talk.
Mhm.
and you wonder where
It's
she at. And some of y'all need to teach y'all kids how to talk to people first and
Yep.
foremost. How to talk to not just men, how to
Mm.
talk to women too, how to talk to people, period. Some people just got that mentality where they could talk, they think they can talk to people how they want to talk to them, and then they get busted in their head, and then everybody want to just cry wolf. Like not knowing that, it started somewhere. And I'm not saying that people can't say what they want to say, but I'm also saying that sometimes you have to watch what you say because words hurt people. Words
Mm.
cut like knives to some people, especially some of these boys that's getting put in their place by some of these women and these girls. And I've seen it. Like my own daughter don't know how to talk to a man. And I pity the day that the man do what I hate to say it like that. My own daughter don't know how to talk to him. And I'm
Mm.
having to teach her. Man, somebody gonna show you the hard way. You're gonna end up being at the hospital. Somebody gonna hurt you. No, these dudes don't have a filter when it comes to what they'll do to y'all as females now. These dudes were not raised under, I was talking about this last night. These dudes not raised under the code of keep your hands off these women. It ain't like that no more. It ain't no more don't kill the women and children. Just get the who you came for. Now it's killing women
Mm.
and children. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Woo.
And that's
well,
what I've
it's
been
like
wanting to
what
say, man.
Tupac
I've
said.
never
They
seen so many
gonna make
kids,
the babies and hate the ladies.
dead and missing as I have. A
S-
lot of fathers not in the home. A
Say,
lot of
isn't
fathers.
it?
And I don't
Say,
blame them.
Yeah.
isn't it
I
like what
blame them.
Tupac said?
Blame them.
Isn't it like what
I'm a
Tupac said? They gonna make the babies and hate the ladies. He
ladies.
said it. How many years ago did he say that?
Yeah, he was a prophet.
He sure
Tupac was a
was.
prophet.
Let
And
me
he
some
came to
Tupac.
do what he came to do. And his mark has been left on us for life. That's one of my favorite artists in the world. And I
Mhm.
didn't say rappers, I said artists, because
Goddess.
Tupac was an artist. he wrote poetry and he turned it and he put it to beats. You know, that's the one difference about him. You know, he was a black activist on the microphone.
And treated his mom, even though his mom failed in different areas, he still loved her. He still loved her,
All right,
and she went
Ramel.
to prison.
Okay.
Wow.
He still loved his mom, even though
Yes.
he talked about how she did this or
Yeah,
did that. He
mama.
didn't like this or that, but he treated her like a
And how
lady.
many and how many people do you think in this
That was my
world can
favorite song,
resonate?
Dear Mama.
Because I can say that too. Like, despite what my mother did to me, or despite what's happening in our past, I love my mama to death, and nothing in this world wouldn't stop me from loving her. Nothing, not money, not anything. So yeah, I was upset with my mother before she passed because I was just tired of them treating me like a rich person. Now I know how some rappers feel. I know. I told y'all I manage a rapper that just blew up, and you know he just signed a $2 million deal, and and I'm really bittersweet because the money that I was gonna get from this deal, I was gonna take and buy my mama her land that she live in and the house that she live in that she was living in at this point. And you know, I was gonna have her house knocked down and rebuilt. And I'm still gonna do that in her name. But burying my mother, y'all, we didn't have my mother, when I sent the life insurance people over there to because my mother had pre-existing health conditions. So whenever I tried to put life insurance on her everywhere, they would always ask for the medical part, and they needed to have my mom examined. So I sent the people there, and they went to examine my mom, and she cussed the people out. So they didn't never put the insurance on her. So basically, we was thinking that the insurance policy was still because I got policies and everything. Tried to turn in the policies, and nothing never happened because my mom didn't never let them. She didn't never sign. So, and this was the type of policy place that needed to sign. So with that being said, I had me, my brother, my sister, and my family members got to come forward and help. And I don't really have much help, but except my brother and my sister. So we was all my mama had. So anybody that has generous heart, y'all look out for your boy, and we'll make sure it come on the back end because I do not want to take this out of nobody trip money and stuff like that. I got the trip money already put up, so that's one thing. But I'm never gonna go in nothing for that because I got a lot of lucrative money it's just the money that God, when you plan to do things for your family and put up stuff for your kids, and then you have to end up going
with me, baby.
But it's cool. You know, my mother being killed and not being here with us anymore, it taught me a lot of valuable lessons. So a lot of times, you know, my mother was real strong. She left a lot of energy here in this world. She had so much that she wanted to do with her life, and she was only 60 years old. So for my mother to be taken away from us, y'all, I'm angry, I'm hurt. I just want answers. And I found the answers that I seek. I'm just waiting on the toxicology report to come back, proving what I think it is already. And once I do that, I'm gonna uphold the law 100%. Y'all, I'm not gonna tame my karma. It's just real. I'm not gonna tame my karma. And I just feel like it's only fair for me to come to my family and speak. So this ain't for everybody. This is for the people that took it. This is for the family members. This is for the real people that rock with Stay Dangerous Show and Miss Jasmine that squad. This for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not gonna have sympathy for you. So I don't ask for sympathy or empathy from anybody.
We
Y'all
love
can do
you.
that if y'all want to. You know, I'm a guy with tough skin. I done lost so many people along the way. And I'm gonna tell you this: before my mama died, God prepared me for this moment. He prepared me for it. My mother was on my heart heavy, like for a whole week and a half. My mother just started weighing heavy on my heart, and it was God saying, "Hey man, go check on your mama, man. Like, despite what y'all got going on, go check on your mama." And my stubbornness would not allow me to go do so. So that's the guilty part that I feel for that. So my stubbornness wouldn't let me go check on my mama because of what she had done to me. I was
Sorry.
standing on principle as a man. So my principal would not allow me to go check on her, and we found her dead, and I had to go look at my mama like that. And one of my partners that's a new co-host to my show, he just got in the car. This is my boy Tongue Glow, y'all. This my right
Hey.
hand man. This the guy
Yeah.
that if you cross me, he gonna bust your ass, and if you cross him, I'm gonna bust your ass. Like that's my everyday dude right here. So like 10 years. When my mama passed away, like I'm a private person, y'all. So when my mama passed away, I took it private. You know what I'm saying? I took it private. I didn't want to talk about this much. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to talk about it, but he showed up. Him and Maestro showed up for me, and they was there for me. And they was there for me like true friends, and I appreciate that. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm a face card, cause I got somebody that just got in the car. When I went in there and saw my mama body like that in that bed, I came out the house and passed out, man. And ever since I passed out, I have not been the same mentally. Like I feel like when it's time to go to sleep at night, I still feel like this. I still feel like I just woke up. Like I feel restless, but I feel like I'm lightheaded. I feel like a man with a concussion. I feel like in a movie, like when a person fall down or hit their head and they wake up, they come into a new life.
Right.
I feel like that's what I did. I feel like that's what I did. It was out of body for me because I never passed out. And shout out to the girl that if she ever watched this, she'll know. Shout out to the girl that I told she was lying, because I had a girl that passed out on me and she had a panic attack and she passed out on me some years ago, over 10 years ago. And I told her she was lying. Ain't no such thing as passing out. I thought passing out was just in the movie. It was fake.
Oh.
And,
panic attacks is, woo, I suffer with that. Woo.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing to play with. Hey, Evelyn Brown, my baby.
Yeah, so I told her she was faking, and there wasn't no such thing as passing out. But when I went in there and I saw my mama like that, and I walked out, well, he said I didn't even make it out the house. He said I didn't make it out the house. I passed out in the house. But in my head, I walked out the house and I got lightheaded. I seen stars and I passed out. And I woke up, they was talking about calling the ambulance. Like, and my partners had to pick me up. Like, I still got injuries from passing out. I hurt my back. A nail stuck me in my back or something. Like when I fell. Like, because I just passed out. I never passed out in my life. Like my partner said, it take him to tell you. Like when I passed out, like he said I hit something hard. I don't know what it was, but I hit something hard. You couldn't even stand up. Then I was out of there. I was lightheaded. I just kept telling them, I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes no more, but I used to. I stopped smoking. So I know the feeling of a cigarette the first time you smoke it, you get a lightheaded. So I felt lightheaded. I kept telling him and Maestro, I said, man, I feel lightheaded. I feel lightheaded, man. I'm good, but I feel lightheaded like I smoked a cigarette. And I kept feeling that like that. And I've been feeling like that ever since. I feel that mental status never changed. You know what I'm saying? I miss my mama. And to see my mama like this, that's some shit that hurts. You know what I'm saying?
Stay, my a family member just told me that another family member passed, that he passed on, right? And this was just day before yesterday in the evening. I was driving home, and I lost my whereabouts. I didn't even know where I was, and I was driving, and it was only like a 2, 3, 4 block area. Loss can treat you in so many different ways. I knew I was driving and it was a little dark, it was dark. And I finally had to come to while I was like driving. Not that I passed, but I lost focus, So
yeah,
some of those
that's what it was. I lost focus. And I thought when the police officer told me I can go in there and see my mama, I was thinking, hey man, you a strong individual, man. You've been through a lot. You can go up in here and see this and still maintain. And I couldn't. It just all came rushing to my head like I got real lightheaded and dizzy and I just dropped. And I had, when the ambulance came, they checked my blood pressure, and my blood pressure was high. And they told me, hey man, we gotta take you. I said, man, my mama just died. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not leaving this house. So they made me sign a waiver as I got out of the ambulance, the back of the ambulance. Because I knew I was out of there. At the point I passed out, I knew I was out of there. Because when they said something about an ambulance, I would have been like, nah, don't call no ambulance. Nah, I don't like ambulances. Nah, they not gonna stick no IV or nothing in me, none of that. So when the ambulance got there, it was like, wow, they called an ambulance? Like, man, let me go get checked. Because I didn't even know none of that was going on. I've been out of there ever since. With people that love me around me. That's how I made it through this. Like, that's how I've been making it through this. We buried my mother June 4th. So it feels like I can't even grieve 100% until June 4th. No, because my mama, my mama meant everything to me. I gave my mama her flowers while she was here. Like, I'm a real dude. Like, for real. Like, in every sense of the word. I feel like I'm beyond real, because real is the new fake to me. Like, so I'm beyond real. Like, I'm beyond this world. I'm 100. I used to think that God was going to take me early, because my people told me God take his angels early, So I always used to thought I wasn't going to make it past 18. So for me to be 42 years old, still having a vision, still being able to walk, still being able to talk, still being able to give, still, and that's what I do best. I give. I don't receive pretty good. I've never had to ask people for nothing since I was 12 years old. I've been independent. My mama told me not to come in her house if I couldn't follow her rules. And I left when I was 12 because I couldn't follow the rules. I couldn't come in the house when you wanted me to.
Wow.
So my mom always prided me for being the one thing that my mother gave us. She made me, my sister, my brother, the best survivors that I've ever met in my life. I'm a survivor. I stand tall on that. Like, I'm a strong dude. Like, all the stuff and all the trials and tribulations and the things that I've had faced in my life, and being from where I'm from and still being here. When I looked at all of my partners that I lost like 7 partners when I was like 15 years old. I was losing partners at a fast rate. And I didn't think I was going to ever make it, because I always was a good child. I always was raised by, my dad was a veteran. My dad fought for this country before he left this earth. My dad was a general. My uncle was a sergeant. Like, I came from a family of, what I'm saying? Like I get my mannerism from those guys. You know what I'm saying? I am because of my dad and my mother. The things they instilled upon me. I was raised with morals. I was raised to understand the values of true morals. I was raised to understand the value of loyalty and faithfulness within relationships. Like I've only had one relationship in my whole life that I've been unfaithful in, and that was because I left the relationship mentally a long time ago before I even left physically. I left mentally, and that was why I called it cheating. But I've only did that one time in my life because I don't like making mistakes, the same mistakes over and over again. My mother taught me better than that, and she raised me to be a good man, and I thank her for giving me the life that she gave me. And now I have to bury my mother at 60 because somebody killed my mother. They gave my mother something to take her life. And the same way my mama died, my daddy died, my mama died. Somebody put something in my daddy drink, and he had a heart attack in his sleep and died. And somebody put a roofie on my mama and gave her some fake shit and took my mama's life. And I'm angry. I've had to battle with the fact that I have enough power to send 10,000 people at that one person right now, if I wanted to. But I've came to battle with that. That's not my karma. That's not my life. So the person that I'm speaking of that did this to my mama, they going to jail before I send them to hell. And I'm just keeping it real. I can send them to hell right now. I got hitters. I got niggas that'll fuck with me and rock with me right now to the end. And I just chose not to do that because that's not my stilo. That's not my way of life. That's not how I live. And that's not the karma that I want to come back on my family. The more and more I talk about my mama, y'all, I get angry because the people who did this is right in my face. Like, and they don't even know I know that they right in my face. I got my mama's phone. I got my mama's notes. I got her last text messages that she made to this person, her last phone calls that she made to this person. This person owed my mama money. And instead of them paying my mama the money, they killed her. And I'm so fucking angry.
Oh my
I'm just
God.
so angry to the point where it hurt because I have power to send at them. I got money to send at them, and I just don't want to do it because that's not me. That's not me. I'll never do that to nobody. I don't live like that. But am I hurt? Yeah, I'm hurt to the point where I don't even care about cussing, none of that. Like, man, because that was my mama. Like, they took my mama. My mama had a good life. He said, my dad was a veteran. He left a lot of money for my mama in his will, and he left a lot of stuff for her. And she never got the chance to enjoy it. Y'all wonder how I feel? That's why I say somebody approached me with the wrong thing, I'm gonna give them everything that they've been looking for. Like if somebody want trouble, come approach me with it right now. You're gonna get what you're looking for. Like I'm telling you right now, I've been strapped ever since the day my mama died, and I'm gonna stay strapped. Like I'm not playing with nobody. Like I don't trust nobody. I don't have no mentality for no people around me. I don't like who did this to her was her friend. And no, you got, they gotta feel me. And I'm her
Yeah.
oldest. I'm her firstborn. I'm the soldier in the family. I'm the one that's gonna make sure everything get done. Me and my brother planned the funeral by ourselves. I don't know nothing about no obituaries and doing all that stuff, y'all. I've been having the hell, man. No, I got people up in Cleveland. I got people up in Ohio. I got people up in New York. I got people up in LA. I got people up in Memphis. Shout out to my people up in Memphis. Yeah, they call me like, man, do you need us? Yeah, we'll come down here right now. Matter of fact, my Memphis people gonna be at the funeral. Yeah, yeah. So, if the people that did this to my mama show up at the funeral, my security checking her at the door. You know what I'm talking about? We don't want her there. We don't want you or your family in here. Period. Straight up, because it's not gonna be healthy to your detrimental. And you already at the funeral home, so you don't got too far to go. So stay at home, lady, and you and your people. I'm talking about because I order a double casket. I'm talking about but I'm just not that type of person no more. Like people try to take you back to your old essence. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell people all the time on my show: protect your essence, protect your energy. And you
That's
did the
right.
opposite.
That's true.
I was upset because Brooklyn did the opposite. That's my people. That's like my sister. That's like if I see her doing something wrong and I know she in this thing because of me, not because of me, but she started off of something I gave her. The inspiration, the environment that I gave her, she started. So I would be less than a man to not say, sis, nah, man, this is
Yeah.
relentless, man. I love Miss Day and her family. Let's not make that nothing else, man. Let's not make it nothing else. It's not worth it. Jelani already died. Why other people got to get threatened? And come on, man. That's
Right.
not what we're doing. It's starting a whole different movement. We don't hate each other. We love each other. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And
Mm-hmm.
if you can't do that for nobody, at least do it for my mama and the love and the energy that she left. My mama was a strong black woman, and she wrote down on everything. And when I say she wrote down on everything, my mama kept journals. And guess who got all that, y'all? Me. I'm the one reading the journals and seeing how my mama felt about me. And I found my mama business card, her bag. I found her computer bag. And in the side of her computer bag, she had every birthday card, every Mother's Day card, every Christmas card, every Easter card, everythine that I ever gave her in that one side. And now it's in my house on my entertainment center right now because I got to fire.
It's
All I
okay.
can say is, mm. I knew
Wow.
there was something. I knew I didn't know what had happened, and why? Oh, mm-mm, mm-mm.
My heart goes out to him, man. For real. There's a lot of things that he was just saying that I could identify with. I didn't know some of the stuff, and I'm like, I didn't want to say nothing because I wanted him to get his stuff off. But I'm like, wow, I went through the same shit. Like, damn.
It's like, wow, you know you have to watch your drink in the club, but gosh, you gotta
Yes.
drink at home in your own castle, in your own castle. Who does that?
It's something that stayed dangerous. The situation with his mom. um hap- I think happened to my mother. One of her friends told me, but I didn't get an autopsy. I didn't get anything. I didn't think of it at that time. I had so much other stuff that I was trying to figure out why my mother was sick in the hospital anyway. You know what I'm saying? Before she passed away, it was just a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of stuff that he's saying. Wow, I raised myself at
Well,
12
I
too, like
know
even
for a
younger.
fact,
My
I
heart
know
goes out
for
to
a
him.
fact,
Yeah.
for a fact that they got roaming groups that are going into black homes, okay? And I'm not going to say this happened to him or yours, but there are groups in this country that are going into black homes and messing with the food now. So
Oh,
y'all, I just I can't tell you how I know this,
what? That's why I
but
don't let nobody in my house though.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah, I'm
I don't
telling you.
play that.
And look at the
For
girl.
real.
Look at the girl. Look at the girl that was at college, and her roommate was putting all of nasty things in her shampoo, in all her
What?
toiletries, in the food. Yes, yes,
Oh my
yes. And they went to
God.
court. So y'all stay dangerous to the umpteenth thousandth millionth degree, because these people ain't no joke. Uh,
Yeah.
the sister was a young Jamaican sister, doing her college stuff and living on campus, and her mate was the one putting stuff in her stuff, and she didn't know. She was like, "Why am I getting sick all the time? Why am I sick? Why am I sick?"
Oh my
Oh,
God.
I wish I knew the name. Anybody know the name to that? The lady, the
No.
young,
Well, I can Google that though. You know me, I'm a Google
yeah,
girl.
and
We're gonna
she
Google
chose
that.
to forgive
That's a good
her.
thing to talk about too. You
Mm-hmm.
know what, Cece?
Y'all.
I don't let no one in my house. I'm so grateful for that. Only my caseworkers, and that's once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's just me and hubby
Mm-hmm.
here. That's it. Cause people are real grimy.
Grimy, isn't that? Wow. And you
Real
know what?
grimy.
People were outside the courthouse
Under
saying
my necessarily want to
nasty
talk to
this.
people like that.
They was calling that roommate nasty, nasty. You guys can go look it up on the YouTube. They at the
Mm,
courthouse, the victim's friends and strangers were calling the perp that was
right.
putting all the junk in
Doing
her
that stuff.
stuff. Yeah, they said, "You nasty, you nasty." Oh
Mm,
my gosh, she got hit with it walking out the courtroom with her dad.
mm.
Nasty.
You're gonna
They
get
was
time for
using
that.
the. I know, right? Who's got time?
You're gonna
Mm,
get time for that.
I know that my family, they're starting to watch their locks and stuff like that, and
I'm sorry, y'all.
mhm, out there. No, you have to do what you have to do, sister. Handle your household. I like how you moving, Miss Brooklyn. You doing it while you doing it. You know what I'm saying? You got to
You hear me in the
go
kitchen?
in the kitchen. Go on and bless that household and get some blessings. Uh-huh.
Conversation. I didn't want to cut Stay Dangerous off, so I brought y'all to the kitchen with me. That's all.
Yeah,
I know how
that's
to. I know how to
gold.
do a thousand things at once.
That's relationships, because I thought mine was over and he came back. So, and it's
Aw,
something positive, something, and
good.
not that that wasn't positive, because finding out the truth is positive all day long past wow. Okay. But
You know what's so
a
funny,
man,
Cece? When you was like, go ahead and cook for him. We be here. I mean, come back. He called me out there. He said, babe, guess what? My boss called and told me to come in Tuesday.
oh, so he got some days off. Okay, good, good, good.
Yay.
See what goes on.
I was like,
Oh,
okay.
you know,
Oh man,
I
my
thought my
heart goes out to
relationship
Stay
was
Dangerous.
over. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
You
ma'am.
said so you're in a relationship now, Cece?
Yeah, it's kind of like
Good.
somebody who I had seen at school, and we kind of flirted, and then it's here 40 years later. You got it's like he's a little sickly, but man, he he's sickly, and he got down on his knees not to ask me to marry him, but he got down on his knees right in front of me. And
Uh,
he's in pain. And
uh,
that's a humble man. We have our little things we go through, but
that's
I'm
right.
hoping that there's just some things that are aligned, that I didn't even know. I didn't know he was going to the church school that I went to the church at.
Oh
I had
wow.
no idea. And
Wow.
that church house has many special things in my life. A lot of
Mhm.
things happened for me with God at that church, the street from our high school, if I may say. And I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared, but we'll see what happens.
It's okay to be scared. It's okay. I'm gonna keep you in prayer
I don't.
too.
Yeah,
I'm
thank
happy
you.
for
I don't
you.
take thank you. He's
That's
a really
good.
nice person, and he's had his struggles, but we have a lot of friends in common, and that's not. You know what? Let me bring that truth. Just because you went to school with somebody don't mean that you need to be with them neither, because some people use that to get next to you and they might be a monster. So
Mm.
don't just think you go on the internet and you find old friends, still vet
Mhm.
them, still do your best diligence to look into what they doing, and who they is right now, and what might have built them, because you don't know. It's 30, 40 years later, 20, 15 years later, 5 years later, you don't know. But
That's
yes,
true.
yes, back to stay dangerous. Yes, yes,
That's
that's
true.
just and for him to stand in truth, him to stand in,
Yes.
I'm gonna do right. Two wrongs don't make a right.
But I'm glad he said that because I was worried about that. I don't want to see him where that chick need to be at in prison. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that he's doing
Oh,
it the other
right.
way. Yeah,
That's
I'm
right.
so glad. As
Let
I
the
was
law
thinking about
handle
that,
it.
and I remember the first day he told me about his mom, I was like, just think about it, because I don't want to see you go away. Like that would just devastate me. I don't know, like, because I get close to people real, like he's like a brother to me. I don't have to meet him in person. I know him here. I know his heart. I know who he is. I don't know everything about him, but I feel his heart. Like, I look at y'all like family. I don't say, oh, I see some people YouTubers, but everybody's different. They say, oh, they my fans. Y'all not no fans. Y'all not no object. Like, y'all family subscribers, but y'all family. You know, and
Okay.
and that's how I feel. I always talk about y'all every time, like all in my house, like.
And look
So
at you over
I
there
love the
and
hell
getting
out of
your
y'all.
blessing. You got
I
your
do. I really
blessing.
love
You
y'all,
got some
man.
days off. Bringing the truth, letting that man share what's right. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
What's to do right, and what an example to maybe
And
somebody in the chat that's going through that, or somebody
right,
listening. They want
exactly,
to go upside somebody's head, but they hear the testimony. And
right.
why
It's not
lose
worth it.
another life? Why lose another life to prison?
Not
You know
worth
what
it.
I'm saying? And then you
Right,
got all these different. There's three lives gone, or four,
right.
or 10. His friends, they friends,
Mhm.
war zone.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. Let
You
the law handle it.
you know something? I thought about. I wasn't gonna write "They Want Me Dead." The title that I wrote. But I
Well,
was
I'm feeling
actually going to
you.
write something else. I just couldn't really spell it right. I'll be honest with you, I couldn't spell it right. So I said, freaking, I'm going to put "They Want Me Dead." But I'm going to change that, because even though they threaten me, they probably don't want me dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get mad when you're going through something. So you get mad at the person for whatever reason, and you just say whatever. But I'm going to change that title. I'm a, I, I don't hate the family. I got mad love for them still, even though they did what they did. They did lose a son, but that's still no reason to act the way you do. You know what I'm saying? And that's no reason for me either to go back and forth with them online like that.
And
You
sometimes
know,
it's our culture. If we talk in African American culture, sometimes we've got eons and generations of being just tortured and treated bad, and sometimes it falls out. You know what I mean? And I had a family member that always used to say, "Well, I got a gun," but you know what? They got so many pass points that just because it's a word, you know what I mean? But you got to look at what's the action. Are they pulling? Are they going to the room to get it? No, they just standing there at me,
the action.
upset. Yeah, they upset.
Right.
But then you know what? I finally said, I'll call the police. If you keep on saying it, you bring in attention and energy, like he said, to them
Right.
words. Don't say it too many times now, because I'm gonna start to believe you
It's so
though.
true.
I love you, but nah. And I remember when I was a little girl at school, on especially at recess, they're like, "I'm gonna kill you." You know what I mean?
Oh,
And you
those
knew that
words.
it
Yeah,
was
watch your words.
real.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Uh-huh. You gotta be
now
careful
they
what
got
they say.
kids bringing stuff to school, and if it wasn't like that back then, but them words still, it's a
Yeah.
zinger. Now it's like it'll happen. So you gotta why, and that's what they saying for the teachers and the principals is if you know there's a problem and you just let it pass by, but that kid's looking like I hate to say the word crazy, but if he looking down and tripped out all the time, you gotta pay
Right.
attention, full attention, at least bring him in, talk to him, really going on. Maybe there's 10 people giving him the weird eye all the time, messing with them, messing. You know, I'm a teacher. We're there to protect too, and a lot of they just pass that bullying off because bullying it's a program
It's
now. Let
something
me,
else. And that's what I
yeah.
never got into like bullying. I don't like that. But I do want to make a point, and I'm not gonna say nothing else probably about it. I don't know, maybe I probably won't. When I was going back and forth with the family, people got to be real careful because I want you, if y'all really want, read what I was saying. I never ever called a name or anything. I was explaining that I didn't mean no harm. I was reaching out, not stalking. I never ever disrespect the mother and say, you know what, screw you, F you. Even the cousin, even the sister, that was threatening me. If you look at what I was writing, I was explaining that I didn't mean no harm and I hope you still get justice.
But you
So
know
when
what?
they say like going back and forth, that's my back and forth. I was just trying to explain to them like I really didn't mean no harm. If I would have known y'all didn't want me questioning certain people, I would have never did it. I know y'all didn't want the Ariel to do the interview no more. That's fine. I didn't know I wasn't able to ask a friend a question, or I didn't even get to really ask the friends any question anyway. Because when I bring up his name, they just shut it down. So boo hoo to that. But I never, maybe it's crazy, and I'm not gonna feed into it no more. I do have some updates about Jelani. um, allegedly he was being followed from Danville. Allegedly. Allegedly Carmen knows this already. So he was being followed. I have to say allegedly. I'm starting to use that, y'all. Okay. Allegedly Jelani was being followed. He didn't know it. Um, and allegedly he knew some things at that college. He wasn't the bad person. Let me put it like that. He wasn't the bad person. He was sticking to his truths of his higher power. But there was some, how you say that, chemicals that if the name would have got out, it would have caused a big drama. Um, and he knew some things. So allegedly, um, yeah, this wasn't an accident at all. It was planned. He was watched. He was watched. He knew too much. He knew too much. So that's what I
Are
got
we
about
talking
that.
chemicals that you ingest for fun, or is it the
No, it was
chemicals
Obama.
that
Obama, like for when people use it for the funeral. What is that called? Obama.
embalming
Right.
fluid?
Yes.
Embalming.
I wanted y'all to read an article on it. Later I was gonna pull up. What they do is they dip the cigarette in the thing. It's like PC.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
So if that was to get out, it would have been a lot of shit. Excuse my language. I'm gonna
Can
say
that be used?
allegedly.
Can that be used for rape? The embalming? Does it kind of knock off their kilter, like their consciousness is light is
They like it to
dampered?
get high.
A high, yeah, that I've heard of
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Oh,
These kids these
interesting.
days, shit, they use anything. But that's what it was. Allegedly, that's what I heard. I'm still looking into a lot of stuff, but there's other cases out there too that need to be focused on also. I'm gonna still be about Jelani Day because I do hope that the family get justice for him. This is really sad. It still breaks my heart. No matter what we and them went through, it's all good. No hateful, no hate on this
Well,
side.
I heard that the university system. I want to. I'm old school. They was hard up for money. They was hard up for money. Anything to do with money, it was a money, 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 money. That
Mhm.
financial aid, they was doing stuff with that. Like the kids would get the money, and it would have. They wanted it to go certain places, type of stuff, and
I don't know.
finance department. I know when I went to college, the financial one of the aid workers in the financial aid office, he was
Mhm.
the coach for the basketball team, and
Good.
he messed up a black sister's ability to go to school. And I come in, I sit down waiting for an appointment, and she's sitting there crying. And I said, "Wait," and she's a star athlete. She said, "Well, they want me to do the work program and practice and go to school." And she goes, she was so good because Long Beach State has a wonderful, it's one of the men's basketball programs in our country, okay? Because it's right there by the LA Lakers. I'm telling you, the LBC, okay?
LA
Snoop,
Lakers.
I know. Snoop Dogg. Look at how tall Snoop Dogg is. Yeah, we be doing it well. And
I love
she
CC.
was crying. She was crying, talking about how they're gonna work her round the clock. And I said, "Oh wow, whoa, hold up, a witness, right?" And
Mm.
it's a little office, right? And the offices, the doors see us in the waiting room, and I think that dude, the coach for the men's team, I think he knew that I knew what was going on, and they tried to
Oh,
mess me up, and then I
oh,
went
shoot.
straight up above his head. But I say all that to say is that I heard and I read that, ISU situations, they be doing. And I'm gonna tell you this: the whole thing with that Fort Hood with Vanessa Guillon, same thing. Them youngsters was the young recruits that you went through basic and all that. They looking good because they got all that exercise doing. They getting their checks. They
Mm.
buying cars, maybe even a home, but getting their apartment, and that money was the attraction. Okay. And I just talked to somebody last night over here in where I live talking about the military. I heard him way from over shopping. And he's at the cashier. He said there were many missing kids down there, recruits at that Fort Hood, way before Vanessa Guillon was found in a shallow grave. And I did more homework that there was a church that they would let come on to the Fort Hood property and proselyte the young recruits. And guess it wasn't
Mm.
about, oh, we just want you to join our church. It was about the money. It was about the money, the cars
That's life.
graphic, and the ID thefts. Okay. And the pastor of that church, his own staff was the ones to whistle blow on it. So when he was
Ooh.
getting caught, he moved the church over to Virginia. And then guess what? There was a Mexican brother that got found on the ocean, on the beach. Okay.
Oh.
So stuff started happening in Virginia or wherever that was, and that church was over there. So follow the money, follow the deaths, okay? So
Um,
follow what's going on at ISU,
Somebody
and
else said that. Follow the money.
follow that law firm that girl who's talking about she innocent or whatever, and her uncle runs that law firm out of ISU, and the uncle works at the college. He's a lawyer, and wasn't he the one that got the second autopsy, maybe, or had something to do with
Oh.
the second autopsy?
Oh. Okay. Got you.
Uh-huh.
Got you.
So, do we have a Fort Hood
You
problem?
know.
That federal money, that federal money.
Wow. What's crazy, CC? I don't do like I'm spiritual and stuff, and I do believe in spirits and ghosts and some psychics. You know what I'm saying? Not all, but there was a psychic I was looking at that one of my family subscriber, I call family subscribers, sent me, right, and I wish I could send it to y'all too. And it was interesting because right before I heard about what my sub told me about the liquid thing at his college that he knew about, the freaking
Mm,
psychic mentioned it. And she said
wow.
Jelani showed her how they dip it, the cigarette, because she does a lot of meditation. And she said she reached Jelani. He's with his grandparents, she said. And his grandparents told that psychic, uh, be careful for the questions you ask him. Respect. No, she said respect it. Respect us. And the psychic was very respectful. But she said that she saw a cigarette. You know how what we was just talking about? Dipping the thing?
Uh,
Because,
uh,
they get
uh,
high off of it. She also said that the person, the other people that are hiding it, is very well known out there. Like when you think of mafia, I think of Goodfellas, Godfather, and stuff. But police, judges, lawyers, uh, is someone that is very high out there that's covering what the person did up, allegedly. People
well,
know.
isn't that true
People
in
know.
the Kendrick Johnson case?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That told me. I was
They
like,
talking about
whoa.
the
They did
FIB
him.
son
Oh,
was involved, and that's why the cover up.
and they never found out who did that to him, right?
They have a good idea
The two
because
boy. Yeah, I
he
seen the
was
interview.
being
Mhm.
crowded in the lunchroom. He was being followed around the lunchroom. It was over a girl,
I
and this is
heard about that.
allegedly. And then it was like somebody's father had some law enforcement involvement,
Mhm.
high federal level. And get me how this happens in Georgia, how they have a Georgia Bureau of Investigations, but where the heck is the FBI, the
That's what.
federal?
Thank
Where's
you.
Georgia? How come
Why?
they have their own
Hmm.
and the FBI never steps into Georgia that I see? But then you know what it
Cece.
does? It goes straight from GBI to if it's gonna go higher, it goes over to the federal justice department. How does that happen?
Hmm. I'm
Where's
so
the
glad you
middle?
brought that up. Before we finish, hold on, Cece. Wait, let me ask anybody else. Do y'all want to come up here with me and Cece? Anybody want to come up? The link is down there. Let me put the link again, because I'm glad Cece brought this up. Because I was just about to ask her something too. I was just about to ask you something, Cece. But I just want to make sure that, we
Because every other
let me
person in my
see.
family is law enforcement, but they ain't no cops. They ain't no cops. Okay, we have very few of that at all. At
Let me see
all.
here.
That's why maybe I missed my calling. I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Let me let me tell you let me tell you something, Brooklyn. Guess what? With that, Kristen Smart, guess what the family and the
Okay, here we go.
active body did? Guess what they did? They got a program that you can go on scholarship, do forensics at Cal Poly behind her case. They got a full on scholarship, and it's for anybody that wants to go into forensics and
Mm,
dedication to Kristen Smart. They sure
Kristen
do.
Smart. Hmm.
So you can go up there and go into forensics out of one of the most scientifically, technologically advanced colleges in our nation, the Cal Poly system. That's technical, polytechnic, and I can't think of what the poly means. I
Polytech.
don't know what that all
We can look it
means.
up. I can look it up. I can look it up.
Yeah,
You know
some
what
of
I
the
wanted
best
to ask you,
minds.
Cece? Why do you think the FBI? Have you noticed Jelani case, no FBI? Daniel case, no FBI. How come all these cases, Kendrick, no FBI? Like, what is going on?
Didn't the FBI finally take Jelani's case though
No,
after
no.
outcry? They
And his
never
mother
did.
made it
I
known.
never
No
got.
FBI is involved. They are involved
Okay.
with the mental status of it. What did he do? Was he suicidal? Was he depressed? That's what there's no real, you know what I mean? This, like, what's going on with
That's the
that?
thing they do with black folks. Why it gotta be our mental? What about y'all's
Right.
mental?
This man
Y'all's the
didn't
ones with
strip his clothes
the
and run to
mass
people and jump
murderers
in no
running
damn
around
river.
here. I know, right?
That's
But
crazy.
how many mass murderers, or like better yet, the serial killers? What's
There we go.
what's the percentile that are black?
Mm,
So then
mm.
we got to have a messed up mind because we're a victim.
Right.
Just saying that just makes me so ooh, mad, angry,
I know.
perplexed.
Even if we was sure, I suffer with mental illness, depression, anxiety, PTSD, panic attacks. That don't mean that I'm gonna go commit suicide. Some people do,
Don't mean that you gonna go kill
but
nobody
it's
neither.
more than that, though.
Yeah, but
Why
it's a
isn't the FBI involved? What is going on?
systemic racism. Let's just call it what it is.
Yes.
And even if it's toward a white victim, it's
Mm,
systemic economic
mm.
discrimination. How many poor whites are sitting up in the prison can't get out? You know what I'm saying? Because they don't got the
Yes.
right lawyer. All these public no defenders.
It's a shame. It really
Because I'm
is.
gonna call it way it is.
It really, really is.
Public no defenders. They got some
Mm-mm-mm.
of the silliest people working in the public defender's office. Mine got fired. The whole kit and caboodle got fired about a year ago. No, about 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, this is someone writing me something about. I'll look at that later. But I was gonna look up what you I wanted to change the title to that thing, you know. But yes, see, I'm glad you brought that shit up because I'm like, I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, all these cases and the FBI. I thought the FBI is the one that like to touch those big cases, right? Am I wrong?
I think that I think they sometimes they sit back and they doing stuff behind the scenes, but a lot of the
Mm,
time they just help to cover up. And then sometimes they the one I hate to say it. Sometimes they the ones that are doing it or they family. Just like that Kendrick Johnson case.
that
And
was
then did
foul. They
you
put
hear
his news. They put newspapers in him.
I know, right?
Did I hear that
Who?
right?
Yeah,
Oh my
yes. And
god!
these coroners, I'm starting to think they
Ooh,
some kind of Frankenstein, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. I'm really
for sure.
because that Cook County, they got in trouble big time,
Hmm.
you know. And what's up with
Mm-mm-mm.
Jelani's case where the state representative started a organ trafficking task force? Have they been alerted? I'd like to really know if somebody called, set up shop on a report or investigation. Excuse me, you guys, allergies. If his name was presented to the organ trafficking task force, I'd like to know. I'd really like to know. And do you know about Daniel Robinson? Did you hear the
Yes.
update?
Let me tell you something. What's her name? Cheryl. Cheryl Nation.
Mhm.
Go on her channel. I was in there yesterday looking at a report she did on Daniel. Out of all the reports I seen, I was very amazed with her report. It touched, oh my goodness. When I tell you, shout out to Shell Nation. CC,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
gotta look what she said. You got to. I have not
How do you
seen a
spell her
report
name?
like
Is
that.
it Cheryl? It's not Sherry. It's Cheryl.
Cheryl Nation.
Okay,
Am I
I'll be
saying
over
it
there.
right?
I think I've seen her before a little
She's
bit, but
been
I
on
don't
here.
know.
She was just on here with us.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a C
Matter of
or a
fact,
F?
let's look up. Let's look. Maybe she, because I know she commented Brooklyn Squad. Let me see. Maybe I could still how to
Because
say
they
her name
had
right.
people missing in that area. In Robinson's case, they've had people deaths back to the
There she
80s
go,
and
right here.
90s. Oh, okay.
Look at your thing.
Cheryl Nation. Okay. I think they were using that canal. They was running people down there like they hunting people. That canal that's locked away by the fence. Is that what she's talking about?
she touched on everything. I mean, I
Oh
had never
wow,
seen a good report like that before. I didn't even know they was doing sex trafficking around there or something like that.
dang,
You
dang.
just I don't want to I don't want to say the wrong word because her report was just amazing. I mean, oh my God, wow, you just got to check it out. That's what I'm gonna say. Check it out. Yes, I was blown away. Hey, Dad, I got your potato in the oven and stuff. I was blown away. I was blown away, and I know that his father, the FBI is not involved in that case either. It's a lot of weird things with the Daniel case. A lot of weird things, like the so-called co-worker. You know,
Yeah, and there was a person out there
hey, babe.
hunting with a kids, and he had said something to them, and about they
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't shoot toward him.
He said he was
Is that a nuclear?
what he say he was, CC?
I
What was
don't
it?
know.
An investigator or something? And then they found out he wasn't.
Oh, he lied?
He lied.
Huh.
Hmm.
Interesting. I
And
know that they
then
found. I'm sorry.
that vehicle wasn't there before.
Oh, it had been placed there? Huh.
Someone, what do you call those people? A ranger or something? He said that
Oh,
vehicle,
that.
this
Oh,
vehicle wasn't here before because if that vehicle would have been there, his cows and stuff would have drunk that water that was in there, licked that white stuff off that thing and everything else. And he said, no, this vehicle wasn't here before. So that was planned
kind
there.
of like Jelani's wasn't there before.
That was planned there.
They're saying that
Wow.
there's a tie between a lot of these different murders sometimes. They
I'm
think that they
starting to
got
think
people
that.
running around. And remember that black brother that he had committed 100 killings, and he admitted it and told where the bodies all were. He was a handsome, tall wall of a man, and he had gone around the United States and
What?
uh-huh. So if
Wait,
he could do it,
you talking about Nathaniel White?
is that the tall, handsome brother?
He
I
used to
think it
play
was out of
basketball like years ago.
I don't know. It was
He was
he
in Middletown, New York.
no, it was I don't know. I don't know, but
Oh. His
um
first victim was his niece.
no, no, it's
Okay,
not
so
that
not
person.
that one.
But this was a man, and he just died in custody because he was in prison, and they interviewed him over and over and over, and used to take him from bars and from the street, and he would go out
Oh,
to the countryside in a car, and then whatever ever, and then dump him or whatever. And it was just really wild to hear his mindset,
oh
and
wow.
that he had gone through so many different states, and that's why they're thinking that some of these murders are tied to each other because you got people like that running around.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So
I don't know who that
that
is.
Daniel Robinson area, that's deep. And I'm gonna listen to Cheryl Nation because I want to know because
Yes,
I
you
know
got
that
to.
canal that canal is something else, and we got a
Got to.
canal up
I wish I could
here.
play her video on here. She probably would let me. I don't know, I'm still new at doing all that stuff, but
Well,
I,
you
I
gotta
really
ask
want all
permission
of us
to
to
play
watch
the
her
video.
video
You have
because
to ask permission.
yeah, I think yeah, I would have to ask her permission and stuff. That would be awesome. One day we could play it, you know, ask her permission. She could come on here with us and we could play it on here because I really want all of y'all to see this. Her, the way she just detailed, oh my, and she's a new YouTuber. I mean, I had to give her props. Like, girl,
Go
awesome,
with it.
amazing.
Go on with it. And
It's
thank you for
deep.
letting me
Cheryl,
speak,
Cece, when I tell
Miss
you it's deep,
Brooklyn. Mrs. Brooklyn, thank you for letting me I don't say that enough to you guys. And
but
what you doing, God, and the universe
oh
is gonna use you. I just
yeah.
from what watching Chris Lambert, I can't say enough because when he was the longest outstanding person that was looking at that case with Kristen Smart, and people just kept on writing to him, calling him.
I
He
gotta
would
look
get,
into
do
that.
you know, do you know somebody from the sheriff's department was dipping information to him? They told him that the sheriffs went and found the vehicles that were used possibly allegedly in the murder, that they found the truck, the kids, the David Flores or whatever his name, it's Flores, right? They
What?
found the truck his mama had bought his first truck for him, and they think that that was used in the murder. And
Oh,
the sheriff's department and the feds were able to go ascertain that vehicle all the way to Arizona from California and brought to the sheriff's yard, right? They brought the cars to the sheriff's yard, and somebody allegedly at the sheriff's department dropped the info, and they said, "Oh, Chris, look, the cars are over here in the yard. You can look through the fence and see them." So he
what? I
went to
gotta
the
look that up. That'd be telling me some stuff. Oh my goodness. Purple
That's
and
why I
gold.
said,
Hey boo. She
"You
said, Brooklyn, where you
know."
have you been? You gotta rewind it. But I'm okay though. I'm good. I'm good. Y'all know I get emotional and stuff like that when stuff happen. But I'm not gonna continue to give people my energy like that no more. So I'm good. I'm just glad I'm
It tries to
I'm
get
here
your
with
focus
y'all.
off.
But
It
also
tries
I
to get
haven't
your
been on
focus off.
because Dave had a little procedure too. So, we had to go to the hospital. It was just a lot. But we good though. We good. It wasn't a big procedure. He's such a baby. It was a little they gave him a epidural on his back. They put you to sleep for that. Because I had that done too. But we was at the doctor's for a hospital for a while. But everything's good though. I'm here. Cece here. I'm here. D. Evans here. Purple and Gold's here. Jennifer Berry is here. Deborah Holmes is here. Does anybody want to come up? I love when you come up here, Cece, because you be telling me stuff that I haven't heard yet. you
I
know,
used to be, I used,
I
I
love
used to
it.
just not. I used to be with We Are Change, so I'm We Are Sacramento, and that's my general name. I do say my little city in my title, but I don't do that on certain
Gotcha.
formats. But it's I.
Hmm.
They made me mad. The powers that be that are evil, they made me mad, so I got involved. They
Mm,
said, "Oh," they used to accuse me when I was just a college student coming home from college. I was done with my college, and I had to do some things and work with some city people. And they said, "You must be an activist." Didn't
mm,
even know what activist was because it was so outside what I was doing. Right?
right.
I had heard of it, but I was like, and then I hadn't. And then like 15, 20 years later, I said, so they accused me of that, right? I'm gonna bust the wheels off the word then. You gonna get superfied activist then. So that's when I joined We Are Changed. I'm gonna
Cece.
bust the brakes off of it. You really so
I swear I love you. You keep me going though. I be excited when I love when all y'all come on here, but I first noticed you on Stay Dangerous, that accent. I was like, oh, I
oh
love it. And then when I be hearing you talk
California
about different
thing.
things,
The
huh?
California accent, that Cali girl
I
accent, I
love
can't help it.
it.
I can't help it. I love your accent, my sister.
Thank you.
New
But
York
you
ain't
got a
no
sense of
joke.
humor too that drives me to you. Like I
Oh,
don't know, like
thank,
it's just amazing. You're amazing.
thank you. I needed to hear that because
You are. Well, you the
I
first.
saw this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, you're the first one that I noticed at first on Stay Dangerous show, and then Purple and Gold, because Purple and Gold, I was like, okay,
Yeah,
that just go hand in hand. It's just so many of y'all, but that
I
accent
know.
and
Oh my
and when
God.
when he put you up on the front like that, and you actually started getting into stories and telling him different things like you're telling me, that just made me more want to listen and more into, you know what I mean?
Bust
Learn,
the
because I'm
brakes
learning from
off.
y'all.
Bust the brakes off. Make it go viral.
She go.
Yeah. That's one of the things that we had and We Are Change. Make it go
Bust
viral.
the brakes off.
Uh,
I love it. Bust the brakes off. Oh
that's what
no, I have to
that's
give a
what one
shout
of my
out to
friends. I'm sorry.
Wait, y'all. I have to get a shout out to Maestro because I cannot wait till he do his what. Yeah, he gotta tell y'all himself. I just can't wait. But shout out to Maestro because he's really been supportive. When he heard what happened, he reached out to me. Him and Miss V was trying to call me, and I didn't see it till later. But I had called Miss V first. She was filming, I guess. Then I called Maestro, and I spent some time on the phone with him. He gave me a lot of suggestions, especially allegedly. I see I'm starting to use that more. He said, even if you put it on a paper in front of you, allegedly, because we could forget sometimes. But shout out to him and his channels. He's doing some big things right now. I can't wait till y'all see it. I'm excited about one of them. It's just gonna be amazing. And it's funny too. I just can't wait. I can't wait. I
Yeah,
love
it's not
when
just about all the doom and gloom and trying to find who did it. It's about building each other up because there's just not enough of that in this world.
I
Is there?
know. I know.
We gotta. We don't need that homeless people out here. This is it's a horrible joke. It's a horrible joke. And I just saw a brother on a YouTube. He said, so he was showing a extended stay hotel. He goes $339 a week to people are putting their whole families in these rooms. And then after that, when you don't got the money for that, then you go and live in your car. La 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 la. We got to get something going to where we get groups of people that are homeless that are construction workers and we start building stuff. That's what was going to happen on the side of the freeway in Oakland. This man, he made a house right on the side of the road of the freeway. He took the off ramp and made a house right
Wait,
there.
hold on, CC. They
Oh yeah,
said Bebe J got blocked. What? I sure didn't do that. That's my girl. How could we unblock her? Who blocked her? It couldn't. That must have been by mistake from somebody because we love Bebe. How do you unblock a person, y'all? CC, how do I do that?
is there a list? Do you have a block list that you gotta go and you know, see, I don't have a channel yet, but I don't know how
Oh,
to
oh,
do
you
all
don't? Oh, shoot. You know
that.
what? Let me see on my phone. Maybe I could do it on my phone. That's weird. I'm glad I seen that because we be talking, we miss stuff sometimes, but I always look at the comments. Let's see what they're talking about. Let me see. That's weird. Somebody did that. I don't know. I don't think anybody would do that on purpose. Not on Brooklyn
And I
Squad, at least.
and
Maybe
I got
some of
proof
my other YouTubers.
that
Not on Brooklyn Squad. Yeah, we don't play
Indiana
that.
has been sued.
Okay, let's
Uh,
see.
Illinois has been sued, you guys, like over and over about their law enforcement. I just want to throw that out there. They ain't right with that Jelani Day case. They ain't right. They ain't right
I
with
know.
hardly any case.
I know, girl.
They don't do their jobs.
Okay, how do I do this though?
I'm gonna be right.
Purple
I'm
and
gonna be
gold.
right
How do
back.
I do it?
I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go check on that man for a second, and I'll be right back.
Go ahead, do your. I got your
Okay.
minds is around here too, here and there. Done getting ready.
Okay.
What are you doing? Y'all gotta go check
Bless
on the food too.
everybody. Stay up and stay dangerous to the umpteen thousand millionth degree. Keep your head on a swivel. They go into stores trying to take people out. Sick. Sick.
It's
Love you guys.
crazy.
Be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back on because I gotta finish cooking for hubby. Purple and gold. I didn't block her, but please tell me how to undo it. Can you tell me how to undo it, Mama? Cha Cha B, we gotta know how Cha Cha doing. She usually come up here. What's going on, Cha Cha? Let me put y'all right here. I don't wanna I wanna try to block the um damn, this thing is on. Let me see. Let me put y'all right here for a minute. All right, so I got my phone. Right. Let me see. How do I do this, y'all? I don't like people being blocked because one thing I don't do is block people. I give everybody a fair chance. I don't like when some YouTubers block, 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 block. That's not me. So let's see. How can we do this? You were able to see her comments from earlier in the chat. Check to see things. Okay, let me see. I'm on my phone too. And I'm able to see her comments. No. Where's she at? No, Purple. Because I'm looking on my cell phone. No, that's weird too. Look, I'm looking on my cell phone. My mouth is dry. Oh, shoot, you don't got no channel? I thought you had a channel for some reason because I see the YouTube thing. I don't know. I'll fix it though. Ask her how do I unblock. Oh my God, this is a mess. Who did that? I'm going to fix this though. I'm going to fix it. Oh, I see how I would have to do it because I just hit on something else just to practice. All right, I need to go to another, because she is not on here. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think I'm gonna talk about some stuff on the other channel too. Or y'all want to stay on this channel? I need to fix Baby J. That's my girl, Baby J. I love Baby J. So we're gonna have to fix this. Let me see. I think I know how to fix it. Cause I was like, how do you block? I don't even know. I didn't know how to block unblock people. But I think if I can see her comments through another channel, through another video maybe. And then I guess I could probably fix it like that. Let's see, what other video was she on of mine? Oh, she be on everyone. Let me see. Okay. I see. I know this one. We was rocking on this one. So let me see if I can see her comments in the. Oh man, what? Oh my God, that's crazy. Okay, let's see this one. Let me see this one. I gotta have some comments on this one now. All right, let's see if I see her here. No, what the hell? There is comment. It gotta be comments on that one. I'm trying to see her comments on other Purple said, all right, go cook for your hubby. I got the baked potato in the oven, y'all, so that's gonna be a little minute. See, when Stay Dangerous was on here with y'all talking, I took y'all to the kitchen with me. Y'all can still see me in the camera because I was still focused on that and cooking at the same time. Girl, I could do multiple things at once. But I gotta unblock Baby J. That's gonna be on my mind because I know she wanna join the chat. Who didn't block my girl? Mm-mm. I wish some of y'all come up. Purple and Gold, you want to come up on here? You know what? I think I have to do it on my laptop. I'm going to end this right now. Let me get 17 thumbs up, please. Okay. I'm going to fix Baby J because my baby should not be blocked at all. She really shouldn't be blocked at all. It's kind of like, that's weird. Very weird. All right, let me get off of this, y'all, so I can try to fix this with Baby J and make sure Stay Dangerous is all right. And because he just went off like I don't know what happened. Plus, I want to fix this with Baby J. Go cook, finish cooking, and we're gonna talk about some other stuff on here too. Besides Jelani, because there's a we focus on the other stuff as well, but there's some other stuff before that I want to bring up with the two twins murdering their mother, Jazz, and I forgot one name was Jazz or something. But if y'all know about that, yes, baby. She was commenting today, but it's not showing. It's not showing. So usually that means a person is blocked. Maybe it was done accidentally. Come on later today. I'm trying to figure that out now. I don't see her comments. That's weird. How can I unblock her? I'm going to figure this out. Tell her I got this. I'm going to figure it out. Don't worry. I'm going to figure it out. And I'm trying to see if she comment, because I know she's always been in my videos. See, if I could see her name in any other video, I could see if she's blocked and unblock it. But for some reason, I can't see her names in the other videos. And that's weird. I'm telling you, I think some people be messing with my channel. I'm telling you, boy. Yeah, I have to do on my laptop. All right, let me get off of this so I could fix Baby J so she could come join us, cook. And we're going to talk about some other stuff on here. Brooklyn Squad, I'll be back in a few. It ain't going to be a few hours. Give me a half an hour. Give me an hour, probably, tops. All right, later, y'all. I got you, Baby J. I'm going to fix that.